Is Ari Fleischer, who served as White House press secretary under President George W. Bush, and Juan Williams, co-host of The Five and a Fox News political analyst. Ari, you heard me pressing him on whether or not the GOP side can come together, and he, obviously is making it sound like, yeah, everything's going to be fine, something's going to pass the Senate by July 4th. What's your take?
He has to be right, because if he's wrong, what is the point of having Republicans control the Congress? And the base of the Republican Party will not show up in the 2018 midterm election if they don't get things done, which is what they're there for. So it is hard. Congress is slow. I remember in the Bush's first year, the tax cuts were signed into law in June of 2001, first year of the president's term. His second big initiative, education, didn't get signed into law until January of 2002. So Congress is always slow, but the challenge here really is the Senate this summer. Mitch McConnell has got to start to put his foot on the gas and bring those senators together and make sure that they do pass health care. Otherwise, what is the point?
Are you concerned that they are not on the Trump train, so to speak, on the GOP side, that they're nervous about him, they're nervous about the tweets, they're concerned about this Russia thing, and they're not sure if they really want to, be the one out there on the limb supporting him at this moment?
But they should do the exact opposite. They are nervous. They are worried about the president and the staff and all the noise that's surrounding the White House. But if that's the case, what you need to do is be known for something else. And you should be known for doing the people's business. You should be known for passing laws. If you can do that, you will make other noise that's better than the noise that's coming out of the White House. And that's where the public would like Republicans to be focused on.
All right, let's put one of the president's tweets up there. And I want to get Juan, your thoughts on this. He says, the fake MSM, mainstream media, working so hard trying to get me not to use social media. They hate that I get the honest and unfiltered message out. Is this stepping on his agenda, or is it helping it ultimately, Juan?
Well, he's obviously stepping on his agenda. He had a very bad exchange after the London attack, and I think it undermined not only the relations with the British. We've seen the Prime Minister Theresa May, the Mayor of London, all fire back at President Trump, even the acting U.S. ambassador to Britain from the United States disagreeing with his boss. So but undermining the case for the travel ban, I think, was particularly pernicious if you are concerned about the agenda. I mean, even some of his biggest followers, Kellyanne Conway's husband, George, saying this is just not helpful if you're trying to win 5 votes on the Supreme Court. But just allow me a moment, Martha, just to respond to Ari Fleischer, because I think Ari is right when he says this is what was promised. But the reality is at the moment that if the Republicans are to try to achieve something on health care, they have only about 9 days, now to the 15th of this month, because they'd have to get it done by then to get it scored by the Congressional Budget Office, which is required under the reconciliation approach they're taking. And then you'd have to talk about a conference with the House, and we know how divided and how narrow the victory was in the House. So I think I understand Ari Fleischer gives good advice, but it's not realistic. I think you can't sell this to the American people as realistic at this point.